Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know if you're a fan of Young Miami. Let me know if you're a fan of Kim Porter. R.I.P. Tupac, R.I.P. Biggie, R.I.P. everybody who was lost behind this. I want y'all to know. Don't let them sit there and sing y'all off and make y'all think that Diddy is about to get out of jail. Diddy did so much stuff all the way from Tupac all the way down to Cassie. Kim Porter lost her life due to her baby daddy, all because he was jealous and he was mad and he was overpowering and over controlling. Now the dude that was walking outside of Kim Porter's driveway, that was the same dude who they said that had on a black mask with the black hoodie on, who left out of her place right after the incident happened. Now I want y'all to understand, the judge, he brought up every single thing, and we looking at everybody who's sitting in the courtroom as if y'all on Diddy's side, but we know exactly who was at that party and we know what transpired. They released everything. Jay-Z, he said that Diddy is the main one. He's supposed to kept him and Beyonce name out of his mouth. Young Miami just released everything. I want y'all to really pay close attention. Young Miami, she was the main one. She was right there. She saw everything that was in the safe. She saw everything that was inside of that file cabinet. And the Fed said that Diddy, he cooked now. He go to court on Monday. That's exactly when the trial started. I want y'all to know, Kim Porter, the footage from everything getting done, from the stuff getting dropped in her drink, it was all in the closet. I want y'all to know this is a sad situation, but Young Miami had everything on her iPhone.
You know, there's a lot of twists and turns to this case, but one thing we know for facts is there's a lot of innocent women involved. Young Miami may be one of them. She was implemented by a woman who was filing a lawsuit on P. Diddy. Young Miami has been named in one of the lawsuits against P. Diddy, this time from a woman alleging that the Mongol abused her and then once even impregnated her. The accusation is that Young Miami came back and persuade her to not have the baby, tried to make her go away. Young Miami moves silently for P. Diddy, and that's where she gets implemented because she's the one, taking the long flights out and carrying substance with her. She's the one that's sitting here basically covering his back.
Diddy knew he shouldn't have never did this to Kim Porter or Tupac. R.I.P. Tupac. Drop the 222s down in the comment section for Tupac. Everybody know exactly what happened as soon as Keefe D pulled up. Keefe D, he already had it planned out, mapped out. He already got the money. He already gave Orlando Brown everything that he needed to give him to be in the car so that they can do that to Tupac. I want y'all to know everything that's going on in court and why they prolonging everything is because they want Keefe D to cop out to what he did to Tupac so that they can prosecute Diddy for giving him the money.
We know who a lot of the people are who have filed these lawsuits against P. Diddy. We know them well because they are famous people. But there is still one Jane Doe out there that we really know nothing about. And the question is right now, even as they are doing this jury selection and getting ready to actually start this trial on Monday, is who is she? And when are they going to find out and actually announce her name? Because the defense has to have time to prepare a defense against her.
I want y'all to hit the like button if you think that Diddy set up Kim Porter when he went inside of her house and put that stuff in her drink. If Cassie would have never stayed in that relationship, she would have been cleared a long time ago, regardless of what's going on. The judge said regardless of what Diddy do or what his defense say, they already got their man set up. The evidence is right there. We saw how Cassie, she gave her testimony. She spoke on everything that went down inside the parties and throughout the 10 years that her and Diddy was dating in the relationship. Now, I want everybody to pay close attention because Snoop Dogg said that Cassie, she was a victim throughout this whole process. Hit the like button if you think that Cassie was a victim throughout this whole incident because Diddy, he knew exactly what he was doing. It was strategic. It was a form of manipulation that he used. Me personally, I would like to send my condolences out to Cassie. I would like to say get well, Cassie. I would like to say R.I.P. Kim Porter. Drop the R.I.P. Kim Porters down in the comment section. Drop the R.I.P. Tupacs down in the comment section. These are three people that we well know that Diddy has something to do with either their death or the victimizing. I want y'all to know this is something that we see happen time after time, but it's a lot of people knew that Diddy was going down one day. Diddy put himself in this predicament. Diddy knew for a fact that he shouldn't have never even forced Cassie to go to no at all. You had her to be in these rooms with these workers and Cassie don't know neither one of them. She barely knew their names. She called them for Diddy. He gave her the money. Now, he took money out of his business and paid for organizational crime that went on the side. I want y'all to know, everybody down from DJ Khaled all the way down to French Montana, Rick Ross, all the way down to Lil Uzi Vert, they said that Diddy, he a monster. Everything that he did to Cassie, it went down. They got it on footage. Diddy had cameras in the wall, but it was some people, they had cell phones on them. They kept pulling out their cell phone, recording certain incidents. I want y'all to know the feds don't play no games. When the feds kick in, they come and round up everybody. They come get every single last person who has something to do with whatever crime that has been committed. Now, I want y'all to know, when we went into the courtroom, they said that Diddy, he had this look of shame in his face. The judge is ready to get these testimonies over with. He's trying to figure out when is they going to be done testifying, because the process needs to hurry up and kick on. Gene Deal said he willing to take the stand regardless of what's going on. He ran for Kim Porter. I want y'all to drop the RIP Kim Porters down in the comment section. Hit the like button if you think that Diddy set up his own baby mama. Now, Diddy, he had Gene Deal go inside of the and block the door, make sure everybody come in, put their phones in the bag. Everybody had to sign an NDA. For you to go to somebody's house and they make you sign a paper with your signature just to come in, and then next thing you know, after you leave out the party, you're obligated to come back and forth to these parties every Friday. I want y'all to know Diddy, he bogus for what he did. He put himself in this predicament, and I hope they get down to the bottom of everything that happened, all the way down to Kid Cudi car getting blew up, all the way down to Al B. Sure. Now, we knew that Al B. Sure and Kim Porter, they was like this. Everything that went down with Al B. Sure, it was all a result of the jealousy from Diddy. Diddy, he put himself in this situation. We know what happened on the yacht. The Fed said that as soon as him and Kim Porter had the party on the yacht, he got mad at Kim Porter for whatever reason. They started to fight. Next thing you know, Kim Porter, she made a police report and she went to the hospital. Diddy was cut though for what he did. Now, we know exactly how much he paid. They said it was the approximate amount of $1 million. Now, the judge, they're not showing no leniency on Diddy, regardless of what went down or regardless of how much money he had. There's no statute of limitation to murder. Now, we knew that Suge Knight took Tupac out there. Mike Tyson said that he saw Tupac once he came out there to Las Vegas. Next thing you know, Tupac got in a fight. Once Tupac started rambling and fighting, Suge Knight and them, they walking through the casinos, walking through the bars, walking through the tables. Next thing you know, that's when they go in there, do what they do. They leave out through the parking garage, hop up in the cars. Now, this is coming straight from Snoop Dogg, you guys. And I want y'all to know Snoop Dogg was like this with Tupac. At the end of the day, Snoop Dogg said that the reason Tupac got hit up those 5 times up in that recording studio was because of P. Diddy. I want y'all to know this is a sad situation, but a lot of things happen like this time after time. We have to watch the people we keep around us. Regardless of how much money Diddy had, he should have never forced Cassie to go out there with those workers and commit in these acts. They trying to charge Diddy with RICO, racketeering, and conspiracy to commit. Everybody knew P. Diddy didn't like Tupac. That's why he gave the money to Keefe D when they was in LA. Snoop Dogg tried to protect Tupac since the beginning. He even told Tupac, like, be quiet with certain things when they went on certain shows and things like that. Diddy's defense was shocked as soon as they saw how Cassie's lawyers brought forth the discovery that they never even knew existed. She gave them a hard drive with 23 videos on there. What was on them videos? What was on them videos that Diddy was so scared of? Now, the defense was shocked as soon as they saw Cassie do that. Now, Cassie is the main one who was right there with Diddy. She saw everything. She knew exactly how Diddy was talking about what happened with Michael Jackson. She kept a photographic memory and recording of the time that she saw Diddy inside of his office talking with his people, including his security was standing around when he was talking about what they did to Tupac. I want y'all to let me know, do y'all actually think that Diddy gave Keefe D this money? He told on himself. He told on himself since the beginning. But we know for a fact that as soon as Keefe D released that tell-all book, that's when it all came out. Greg Caden kept saying these cases is connected. The B.I.G. case and the Tupac case. Who y'all rocking with? Which side y'all rocking with, the East Coast or the West Coast? Let me know where y'all from down in the comment section. I would like to send my condolences out to Tupac, #1. We getting justice for Tupac, we getting justice for Cassie. Now back to the court hearing. I was kind of surprised how Cassie's husband walked inside of the court. He looked at Diddy, Diddy looked at him. Diddy already know who he is. They got the same amount of money. They at the same level in statute. Diddy looked at dude. Dude shook his head. Dude know he going down. Regardless of what's going on, Diddy looked behind his back. He looked at his family. His family couldn't do nothing but put their head down. Diddy cooked. Like, regardless of what's going on, it's been so many years of these freak-offs. He had too many people in these rooms. Like, a lot of people saw what he did to Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber wasn't even 21 yet when you gave him them false dreams and them false hopes that he was going to be a certain type of star. I want y'all to know Diddy made this promise to a lot of people. The LAPD, they've been watching Diddy for a long time. TD Jakes was trying to show them some love. He was trying to help them since the beginning. But they dragged TD Jakes down in this mess with them. I want y'all to know TD Jakes, he exposed it all. He said that Young Miami not a bad person. All she was doing was helping Diddy. She was getting inside of the black Sprinter van. She'd drive it to the airport, hop on a private jet with the mule. She'll be scratching off everything off the list, all the shipments. Next thing you know, her and the mule, they'll instantly go to different states, drop off stuff, and then take the money back to Diddy. Now, Diddy, he had too much money to even be committing such crimes and such acts. Like, you selling drugs? You supposed to be a music mogul. You supposed to be a mogul. Like, at the end of the day, regardless of what's going on, too many people lost their lives behind this. And you out here trying to sell drugs? You trying to put people's lives in jeopardy? You trying to put people's lives in harm's way? I want y'all to watch the people you keep around y'all, and I want y'all to understand. Diddy, he thought that he was going to get away with it, but the defense, they don't know what to do now. They running all over the place. Everybody know for a fact Suge Knight still locked up right now. Keefy D still locked up. Al B. Sure is over with. Kid Cudi is over with. Cassie, her stuff backfired, but at the end of the day, the defense, they keep trying to cross-examine her and catch her up in a lie about what they used to do behind closed doors. Now, that's just the beginning. That's the surface level of it. We still got 8 weeks to go. We got 8 weeks of footage. We got 8 weeks of trial that everybody is gonna see what really went down inside of those freak-offs. They already said the people who was outside in the backyard by that 50-foot bed, a lot of people said Rihanna stopped going to the parties like 4 years ago when Diddy tried to make her do the same stuff he was trying to do to Cassie. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know if you're a fan of Kim Porter. Let me know if you're a fan of Tupac.
Everybody is really focused on Cassie, her pregnancy, how the defense team is going to handle her. This has to be done in such a sensitive way because they will look like a monster even if it's the truth.
Kim Porter, she was one of the main ones who sat there and tried to keep Diddy from doing this stuff. Diddy, he was living a swingers lifestyle, and they said it in court, and they said that he was trying to use that to keep Cassie there. He wanted Cassie to interact with these people that she was uncomfortable with being around. I want y'all to know he bogus for what he did and how he made Cassie do all these acts. Everything that Diddy did to these people, he will get put under the jail. And I want y'all to know this is something that's sad, man. This is a sad situation that we even had to occur to even listen to even see happen to Cassie.
If he could buy his way out of this with money like he has done everything else, then he would already be out. He would be walking around, living his normal life, causing havoc in other people's lives. Look at how many women's lives he has actually destroyed. Look at the evidence that's behind each individual case and see how many of them are so similar. The accusations of being drugged, the accusations of non-consensual activities, the accusations of being forced to be in a place and a time where you don't want to be are similar across the board. Details may vary, but he has a history of this.
Jane Deal said that the reason why Cassie is coming to court and she's the #1 star potential witness is because she was right there and she was the one on camera. Like, Diddy did something to her. Diddy pulled her down. He tried to hurt her. Like, at the end of the day, it's justice for Cassie. I want y'all to drop them justice for Cassies down in the comment section. Drop them RP Tupacs and drop them RP Kim Porters down in the comment section. Let me know if you a fan of Cassie. He bogus for what he did, and the way that he thought that he was gonna get himself up out of this, it all came back on him because they released the list, and a lot of people that was on the list, they already turned on him because they said that Diddy used to lock the doors and he used to turn off the AC and make it to where it's hot in there so that everybody can try to get up out of there. Once people tried to get up out of there, he had the securities to block the door. That's literally holding somebody by their will. At the end of the day, Diddy, he thought he was gonna get away with it. They gonna put Diddy under the jail. They gonna give him 100 years for what he did to Cassie, Kim Porter, Tupac, Biggie Smalls, and the rest of them. At the end of the day, regardless of what type of love he showed them more hatred than love.
What's scary is what's really going to come out on these evidence tapes. And you got to look at the amount of the A-listers that have already been named off. From Kanye West, Laura London, Michelle Williams, Don Richard, Cassie, Mike Myers, Justin Combs, and so many more who we already know who these people are. The question is, who is this Jane Doe? What evidence is she going to bring to the table that could possibly seal this case? What other people are going to be exposed for having had involvement in all of these situations, and how many more people are going to go down with him?
Diddy thought that just because he paid the lawyers over $1 million that they were going to go in there and fabricate it. No, you can't fabricate something that's been caught on tape. They got documentation stating that Diddy did this to this girl. They see it with their own eyes. She was going to the elevator trying to get away from him. Regardless of if she was commencing in these acts with him, she was only doing it just because Diddy was threatening her. I want y'all to know this is bogus what he did to this girl. And you have to watch who you keep around you, because these could be the same people who could be right there trying to get you to do something you don't want to do. R.I.P. Kim Porter, R.I.P. Tupac, get well Cassie. The reason why Cassie even gonna sit down and testify against Diddy is because he put her through 10 years of heartache.
At the end of the day, this actually all started with her opening that door. How many people are actually going to finally get peace? How many people are actually going to be able to sleep again at night because she was brave enough to get up there and tell her story? But what do we not know? Like, he's going to try to twist this, that she was in agreement, it was consensual, it was her idea. They're going to try to play these different cards in different ways to manipulate the jury, and that's really the only play they have. Let's hope that the evidence supersedes that play, because at the end of the day, she deserves justice as well as every other woman.
Young Miami said that Cassie was trying to get up out of there. Right now, Cassie is pregnant right now, so Cassie really can't do too much. And she's happy that Diddy is locked up so that he can't try to stalk her. Diddy was stalking these women, and if a woman is trying to get away from you, you're supposed to just let her go. You have to watch the people you even befriend. Like, at the end of the day, it's a lot of people who will get mad because you don't want to be cool with them no more.
At the end of the day, some people don't know how to take a no and a loss. Like, get over it and move on.
Some people got boundaries.
Like, seriously, and when you cross those boundaries, well, there's going to be consequences to pay. You literally reap what you sow. And yes, while he sowed many seeds of greatness, he didn't sow enough, because he sowed so many negative. All of it is catching up with him, and it's catching up with him fast.
And a lot of people think that just because you put on a smile that you're helping somebody. No, it's a hidden agenda right behind that smile. A lot of people don't know until it's too late, but you have to understand, Diddy, he did this for years, over 20 years. You know how many lives he ruined? Do you know how many people are put into a bad situation right now and they can't go back home because of what Diddy told them to say to their family? I want y'all to hit the like button if you rockin' with Cassie. Hit the like button if you rockin' with Kim Porter, because the way that he did this, he bogus. He think that he gonna get away with this, and he not. Them feds ain't finna play no games. This is why they pushing the trial so soon. I seen trials drag out for 4 years, and Diddy trial, it's only been under a year. They want to get this over with because Diddy, he did too much. He tried to put stuff on people that they ain't even had nothing to do with, nothing that he got locked up for. But he tried to put people under the bus. They had nothing to do with it. You got to listen all. Okay, on that list, how much of this is fabricated? How many of those names that you're just trying to say that they did something when whole time they only came to the party because you invited them and you threatened them to come? And you tried to make it seem like you're going to do something to them if they don't come. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know if you're a fan of Cassie. Diddy bogus for what he did.
At the end of the day, this is one incident he could not buy himself out of. He may have bought himself out of, Tupac. He may have bought himself out of Kim Porter. But this one caught up with him, and it caught up for everything. There's going to be a lot of hell to pay.
He got a lot to show. They got him on camera. He got a lot of things to say. The things that he thought he was going to get away with, they come to bite him in his ass now. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you rocking with Cassie.